in music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Hold Me Tight by the Beatles. And we end up cabling this on first fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. And we're going to start off on an E major chord for our intro. And then we play E major. First finger goes to G on the first fret, second finger on the A string, second fret, and third finger on the D string, second fret. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of E major. Now through the tune though, you may want to think about lifting off the third finger and making that an E7 chord, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third for an E7 and kind of work that idea. Or there's this cool little bass line actually that happens around the E through the tune, where you could play the open E twice, third on the low E, to fourth on the low E, to second on the A string, and then fourth fret on the A, and then back to second fret on the A. If you kind of dig on that, kind of E, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, E, G, G sharp, B, B, C sharp, B. And then from that E idea, we'd be going to a B7 chord or B major chord. And the way you play B7, probably the easiest way out. You're just starting out, first finger goes to the D on the first fret, second finger on the A string, second fret, third finger on the G, second fret, third pinky on the high E second. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a B7 chord. It sounds really nasty. Now, if you want to jazz it up a little bit, you could maybe play a B9 by taking the third finger and flattening them over the G, B, and E on the second fret. Kind of dig on that. Or you could use a bar chord for this by doing second fret bar, and then third finger over the D, G, and B is kind of like a B major. Kind of an idea. Or you could do a B7 by doing the second fret bar, third finger on the D, fourth pinky on the B string, fourth. We kind of dig on that for the B7. Or you could follow this cool bass line that happens on the B chords through the song, where you could play that A string on the second fret kind of twice, and then we'd be going to fifth fret on the A string as kind of a slide, or at least I was digging on kind of working this as a slide. You know, a 5-6 slide on the A, and then fourth fret on the D, and then sixth fret on the D, and then back to fourth on the D. So if you want to follow that bass line and kind of follow Paul, you have that 2, 2, 5, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4. So you can even work it as kind of a bass idea, kind of E, B, kind of follow those licks. Or you could work a strum pattern. And you could even work just kind of a down idea, actually kind of an 8 down idea on each chord could kind of work if you're going fast enough. If you're new to guitar, actually kind of a 4 down count might be a little bit easier. A, B, or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 light, this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the E and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So through the intro, you'd have that E down, up, down, up, B7. Or a cool variation of that, it could be a down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So you have the E down, down, up, down, up, B7. Actually kind of have more room to swing it, kind of down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So you have E7 to lead into our main verse chorus. And our main verse chorus starts on the E major, and then we go to the A major chord. When we play A major, first finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G, second fret, third finger on the B string, second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord and it sounds really happy. Now around the A in general, actually, normally you can lift off the third finger, make that an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third for an A sus and kind of say some things around the A. Or you may want to take the A major, big party on the second fret, and lift the second finger, dangerous finger to lift, and make that an A7, which can be very, very cool. Or if you're slightly offended, you could readjust the fingers and even add in the pinky on the high third for an A7 if you kind of dig on that. Or there's the cool bass line that you could kind of follow. It's kind of like our E idea, but now it starts on the A string. So you have the A, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, kind of working that idea between the A string and the D string. O, O, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2. And then from there, they would be going to an F sharp major chord or an F sharp 7. And normally you do this as a second fret bar, second finger on the G second fret, or third fret, third finger on the A fourth fret, pinky on the D fourth fret. If you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of F major. Now you could also think about lifting off the pinky and making that an F sharp 7, or you can add in the pinky on the B string fifth for an F sharp 7. Or if you you're trying to avoid bar chords, which might be slightly difficult with this tune, you could do first finger on the B string second, second finger on the G third, third finger on the D fourth fret. And if you strum the D string and the high E string, that's another way you can work your F sharp 7. And then from there, then we go, or you can follow the bass line, which is kind of like our B idea actually, but now you'd be starting on the low E second fret for kind of that F sharp note. So it's kind of that 2, 2, 5, 6, 4, 4, 6, 4, kind of an idea around the F sharp. And then from there, then we go to our B, and actually you can even kind of follow that with the bass line, and then back to the E. And then we have an A major idea, and actually you can follow that with that bass line, and you can still follow with that bass line, or you can make a change to an A minor chord from that A major. And when you play A minor, first finger goes to B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, third finger on the G second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds so sad. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the third finger and making it an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. That works. That for your A minor. And then from there we get back to our E, back to our A major, back to our E, and then we go to our B7 at the very end. So you can even work that with kind of that down idea, kind of E, E7, or you can do the down, down, up, down. E, A, F sharp, B, or you could be digging on that down, up, down, up, down. E, A minor, progression until we get to our bridge part. And on our bridge, there's this cool change from an E major chord to a G major chord. And when we play G major, first finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the low E third fret, third finger on the high E third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to dig on putting the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, working out for your G major. Or you could follow this cool little bass line where you could play third on the low E string twice, first on the A, second on the A, open D twice, and then second on the D, and then open D. You kind of dig on that for the G idea. 3, 3, 1, 2, 0, 0, 2, 0. It's kind of that bass line around that. And then from the G, then we'd be going back to our E chord, and then to an A, and then we go to an F sharp minor chord. And normally you do this as a second fret bar, third finger on the A fourth fret, pinky on the D fourth fret. And if you strum all those together, the sad sounds of F sharp minor. Now you may also want to think about lifting the pinky there and making that an F sharp minor 7. Or if you're digging on that other voicing, you could kind of take the pinky and even keep him in on the B string 5th for an F sharp minor if you kind of dig on that. And then we do our F sharp minor twice, and then we go to a B7 through our bridge part. So we could do that with those same ways, kind of like E, G, E, A, F sharp minor, B7, through that part. And then we'll be going into our first chorus again, back through our bridge, and then going into our outro chorus, which kind of mixes some things up with our G lick. Now the weird part is to play along with the Beatles though, instead of starting on an E major chord, they're starting on an F major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your E major is really an F major, and your B7 is really a C7 chord, and your F sharp is really a G7, and the B7 is really a C7 chord. And when we get to the A minor, it's really a B flat minor chord. And the G major chord is really an A flat major chord. But to take it from the very beginning, you can kind of work that intro, and you could kind of work just the chord idea, kind of E to the B7, or you can do the down, down, up, down, up, kind of through those chords, B7, or you can do the down, up, down, up, down, up, B7, or you could follow that bass line, kind of 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 5, 6, and this is weird because now you have to add one fret. So I'm really doing the slide from 6 to 7, and then doing 5, 5, 7, 5, kind of on the last part of that B lick. So that is a little weird to get used to, as if you're kind of working it with the capo to kind of match the recording. So you'd have that E, B, might be a cool way to kick it off. Or randomly, another thing that you might want to play around with is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, up, down, down, up, down, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the E, you'd have the low E for the bass. On the B7, you'd have the A for the bass. On the A major, you'd have the A for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the F sharp bar, you'd have the low E for the bass. Same for the F sharp minor. And on the G, you'd have the low E for the bass. So you can kind of just add basses to that. Kind of bass, down, up, down, B7. Or you can make it a bass, up, down, up. And then B7 bass, up, down, down. Kind of working it that way. Or something else, because of the bluesy nature of the tune. I think about some stock blues licks for this tune too, where you may want to do the first finger on the A second fret, it's really the third fret. And then kind of take your pick and kind of do a down up over the E and the A string. And you could kind of do a down up over those two strings and take the third finger and go to the fourth fret, it's really the fifth fret, and kind of do a down up there. So it's kind of a 1, 1, 3, 3 with a down, up, down. It's kind of a stock E lick. And actually that same idea later on could work for the A idea. So for the A chords, you may want to think about using that too. Kind of working the A and the D string is where you're actually moving with the first finger. So the A lick and the E lick could be very cool too. And little variations of that could be cool too. Actually 1, 1, 3, 1. And I'm thinking left-hand finger numbers. Actually, this is Munson algebra for blues. It's kind of 1, 1, 3, 3 is your regular lick. 1, 1, 3, 1. Down, up, can be a cool variation. Or you could use your third finger on the low E string and kind of get a really cool sound that way. Or you could work it up the A string, kind of 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, using the pinky to get to the fifth fret. 1, 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1. And that actually almost matches the bass line from the beginning. Actually, you could almost kind of use that lick. Actually, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1. It's almost that bass line that Paul's playing. So we have to kind of experiment with those licks. Might be a cool way to kind of kick it off too, kind of working that E lick into the B bass line. So we want to experiment with that. And then from there, we'll be going into our chorus part. So we tried that with the bass, down, up, down, up. We have E, A, F sharp, E, F sharp, E, through it, and you can even follow the bass lines actually through it too. Kind of E, A, F sharp, B, E, A, F sharp, B, E, and the A minor, you may want to just keep the A lick going. Into our bridge part. So we could try that with a bass, down, up, too. Kind of E, G, E, A, F sharp minor, E. Or if you're digging on the bass licks and the blues licks, you'd have kind of E, first chorus. And you can mix that up with any of those ways, actually. Kind of E, you know the licks around these chords too, you may want to kind of experiment with it, kind of see what you can say with the tune. It can always be kind of cool to make it a little bit your own that way too. So randomly on that last B7, you may want to think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You want to build up a lot of energy. And that's something called a triplet. So all of a sudden, I'm kind of dividing the foot tap into 3 parts. Kind of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we kind of dig on that too. So through that bridge that way, you'd have E, G, any of those ways actually have this cool Paul McCartney trick ending at the end. So our E, A, F sharp, B, A minor, E major, then we go back to A minor, E major, then G major, and then E major. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Hold Me Tight by the Beatles. So good luck!